Good morning. ఫస్ట్ నుంచి డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాం. మీకు ఆల్రెడీ కొంత అయిపోయింది కదా, సిఓ ఎంతవరకు అయిపోయింది? మొత్తం అయిపోయింది. కాస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ లేదు కదా? ఓకే ఓకే. సో 2 days క్లాస్ అయిపోయినట్టుంది, బట్ ఫస్ట్ నుంచి డిస్కస్ చేయాలి. సో మర్చిపోయింటారు. చెప్తాను నేను. ఒక 3-4 days అయిన తర్వాత అడ్జస్ట్ చేస్తాను. So we are discussing controlling module. So in controlling, we have different sub modules. Again, cost element accounting, okay, cost center, we have internal order, profit, product costing, okay. So we need to discuss all these sub modules. We have already discussed what is what. Cost element accounting. Cost element accounting is for integration between FI and CO. It is for integration. We are going to discuss now. Okay, cost element accounting. We are going to discuss in depth on each topic. But first, cost element accounting is for integration between FI and CO. Cost center is for to know the department wise cost. Okay, internal order to identify the cost of specific event, okay, kind of thing, or to settle the cost from internal order to asset. We are going to discuss that. And profit center accounting to get the financial statements at internal or unit level, okay. And product costing to identify the cost of the product, finished product, okay. And COPA is to get the profitability analysis from different dimensions. Okay. So these are the topics we have in controlling area. And first, to start with the controlling. So what is the controlling module? What is for controlling module? Why do we use controlling module? One thing, it is not legal requirement. Controlling module is not legal requirement. It is kind of management requirement. It is management requirement, okay. So whatever module that you see, all these modules will talk about only the cost, okay, up to here, product costing. So it will just capture the expenses. It will not have assets, it will not have liabilities, it will not have any revenue, okay. So everything will talk about only the cost. So why it is talking about the cost? To control the cost, okay. So we need to control the cost. That is the reason we have all these sub modules, okay. So for example, product costing, if you control the product cost of the product, then only you can have more revenue and you can fix the price, okay. So like that, so you have all these sub modules for controlling the cost. And COPA, this also, it will talk about the cost and it will also have the revenue, because we need to analyze the profitability. Profitability means revenue minus expenses, okay, revenue minus expenses, that is profitability. So in COPA you will have revenues and expenses. So entire CO you will not have assets and liabilities. Assets undav, liabilities undav. You will have only revenues and expenses. But all these submodules will talk about not profit center accounting, cost element, cost center, internal order, product costing. They talk about only the expenses, and COPA revenues and expenses, revenue and expenses. Okay. So first, to start with controlling, we need to, in FI we did some basic settings. To start with FI, we did some basic settings. What are the basic settings? Company code, fiscal year, chart of accounts. These are the basic settings for FI. Okay, fiscal year variant, field status variant. These are the basic settings for FI. Same way for CO also we have basic settings. Few basic settings. Okay, the basic settings, we need to define controlling area. Okay, we need to define the number ranges, and we need to define version. Okay, so these are the basic settings. We need to define the controlling area, define number ranges, and define version. Okay, so first, to talk about controlling area. Okay, controlling area, we need to define controlling area. What is this controlling area? Controlling area is highest organization unit in CO module. Okay, it is highest organization unit in CO module. For what? In CO module we have different sub modules, right? So it is for cost element accounting, cost element accounting, cost center accounting, internal order, profit center, product costing. For all these sub modules, it is highest organization unit. Under controlling area only, we are going to create all these sub modules. We are going to deal all with sub modules within this controlling area. Okay. COPA, for COPA we have one more org unit, that is operating cursor. This is for COPA. Operating cursor is for COPA. For COPA, especially for COPA, we have one separate org unit, that is operating concern. We will discuss one by one, in depth. And now we are discussing first controlling area. Okay. So controlling area means it is highest org unit in CO module, which deals with cost element, cost center accounting, internal order, profit center, product costing. Okay. Next, how many controlling areas we need to create? For example, I have one group company. Okay, I have one group company, Reliance. Okay, under Reliance I have 3 company codes. For example, R1, R2, R3. Three company codes, different company codes, different legal entities. Okay. So this is one company code, this is one company code, and this is one company code. How many controlling areas I need to create? So it is normally we create one controlling area. We create one controlling area and assign all company codes to one controlling area. But it is not mandatory. You can create three controlling areas, different for R1 one controlling area, R2 one controlling area, R3 one controlling area. But no company will do that. Okay, no company will do that. Why we created three company codes for each legal entity? For each legal entity, we created one separate company code. Why did we create that? It is legal requirement. We need to get the financial statements at each company code level. We need to get the financial statements at each company code level because we need to submit the financial statements to legal requirements. Okay, Arthamatana? So these are separate legal entities, right? For each legal entity, we created one separate company code. Why did we create this? Because we need to take the financial statements. We need to get the financial statements for each company code and submit it to financial, the legal requirements. But controlling, it is not, controlling module is not legal requirement. It is for internal purpose, internal controlling. Okay, management, the controlling module is called management, management requirement module. Okay, so we need to, it is up to us whether you want to create one controlling area for all company codes or create one separate company code for individual company code. But again, this depends. No company will create individual controlling area. They create one controlling area. Okay. One controlling area for all company codes. We can create one controlling area and assign all company codes. Okay. So why are we creating one controlling area? Why all companies are going with this? Enduku ee method follow avutunnaru. Okay. So one thing, it is to control the cost. One thing, okay, to control the cost. So even within the controlling area, we can get, again you will have the company code. Within the controlling area, you will have the company code. Okay. You will have the company code, and company code level also you can verify. You can verify at group level cost, and also at company code level cost. Okay. So next, if you want to assign one controlling area for all company codes, we need to, there are some conditions. Directly you cannot assign all company codes to one controlling area. Okay, the conditions are, it is very important. Conditions are, company codes, conditions. All company codes should have same chart of accounts. All company codes should have same chart of accounts. For example, R1, okay, we are using RECA chart of accounts, right? Same, R1 should have same, R2 also should have the same chart of accounts, R3 should also have the same chart of accounts. So within the group, every company, every legal entity should use only one chart of accounts. Even real time also they do the same thing. One chart of accounts will be used for entire group. Entire group will be using one chart of accounts. Okay, so all company codes should have same chart of accounts. Next one is, all company codes should have same fiscal year. but the second statement is not exactly correct, but we'll discuss again. So first one is all company codes should have same chart of accounts, that you understand. Next one is all company codes should have same fiscal year. That means, for example, R1 is having K4, okay, and R2 should also have K4, R3 should also have K4, same fiscal year. They all company codes should use same fiscal year, okay. But there is some exception. It is not correct. We need not use same fiscal year, but we did not use same fiscal year, okay, but the fiscal years, just note down, should have controlling area. It is not mandatory, but the real time practice is they create one controlling area for all company codes. Yeah, that is up to us. If you want, you can create multiple controlling areas. Yes. For example, for company code R1, I am using K4. Okay, what is K4? January to December. Okay, January to December. For R2, okay, for example, I am using Z1, some fiscal year variant which I have created, and this also Jan to December. R3, Z2 I am using, this also Jan to December. So in this case, can I create one controlling area for all company codes? Yes, we can create. So in this case, so though the fiscal year variants are different, okay, we can create one controlling area for all company codes. So we discussed, right, fiscal year should have the same number of posting periods. In K4 we have 12, Z1 we have 12, Z2 also we have 12 periods, and the start date and end date should be the same. So in January it starts on January 1st and it will end on 31st December. In Z1 also it will start on January 1st and it will end on 31st December. These two, if you satisfy these two conditions, okay, you can create one controlling area for all company codes. Okay, though the fiscal year variants are different, you can create one controlling area for all company codes. Any doubts up to here? Next. And for example, in the same another example, R1, R2. For example, R3 we are using V3. What is V3? April to March. Can we create one controlling area for all company codes? No, we cannot create. So let us go to configuration. We'll define the controlling area. We have already created controlling area. We'll just see what is. So controlling maintain controlling area. Organization maintain controlling area. Okay, maintain controlling area. Okay, what is controlling area? Here RECA na RECO మనకి క్రియేట్ చేసింది. ఎనీ ఐడియా? RECO na. So RECO. Okay, we have just created controlling area. Even if you want to start FI, you need to create controlling area. Without creating controlling area, we cannot start. So we have specified cross company code cost accounting. Cross company code cost accounting. That means one company code can be assigned to multiple company codes can be assigned to one controlling area. If you specify this, if you specify controlling area same as company code, we can assign only one company code. You need to define multiple controlling areas for each company code. For each company code, you need to define one controlling area. If you give two, it is cross company code cost accounting. It is cross company code cost accounting. Okay. And currency type we are using 30. We are using 30. And don't think that if you use currency type 30, we cannot get reports in INR. We can get reports even in INR also, because company code currency is INR. Okay, but for group purpose we use group currency because we are assigning multiple company codes to one controlling area. For example, the group is in US. Assume that the group is in US. Okay, and we have different company codes in all over the world. Okay, in that case, we need to, the group will see the cost of the cost of each company code. In which currency they need to see? USD. They need to see the reports in USD, group currency, right? Otherwise they cannot understand. Okay, so that is the reason we assign group currency. Okay, and chart of accounts RECA, fiscal year variant RY, we are using RY, and cost center standard hierarchy. What is this? This is highest, the hierarchy of your cost centers. Next module we are going to discuss cost center accounting. In cost center accounting, if you want to create cost centers, you need to create under one standard hierarchy. We need to create under one standard hierarchy. Okay, so that is called standard hierarchy. We need to create all cost centers under this standard hierarchy. Okay, మనం కాస్ట్ సెంటర్ అకౌంటింగ్ డిస్కస్ చేసామా లేదు? కాస్ట్ సెంటర్ అకౌంటింగ్ డిస్కస్ చేసామా? సో దిస్ స్టాండర్డ్ హైరార్కీ, యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఆల్ దిస్, రైట్? First, cross company code accounting means if you want to assign multiple company codes to one controlling area, we need to specify this. Okay, if you want to assign one company code, if you want to create one controlling area for each company code, separate controlling area, then we need to define this. Okay, so normal practice is we follow the second option. Okay, we create one controlling area for all company codes. Then rare, and if you do this, we cannot do cross company code transactions in CO. We cannot do cross company code transactions in CO. Okay, see, if you see the second one, cross company code cost accounting, second option, cross company code cost accounting means if you have one controlling area for multiple company codes, you can do cross company code transactions in CO module. Okay, the name itself, cross company code cost accounting. You can have cross company code cost accounting in CO. But if you follow the first option, you cannot do cross company code cost accounting. Okay, so that is the reason everyone will follow the second option.
Same as company code ఇచ్చేసి కరెన్సీ డేట్ ఇచ్చేసి పోస్టింగ్ చేసి తర్వాత చేంజ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే చేంజ్ చేయాలి.
అది చేయకూడదు. We cannot do that. Even currency also, if you assign USD, that's it. Okay, you cannot assign in a different one later. So why are we assigning group currency? Since we are following cross company code cost accounting, okay, it is management reporting. The CO module is management reporting. For example, I have a group in US. And this company is having company codes all over the world. What will be the group currency for all the company codes? Group currency ఏం ఫాలో అవుతారు? USD ఉంటుంది. గ్రూప్ కరెన్సీ USD ఉంటుంది. అన్ని కంపెనీ కోడ్స్కి USD మెయింటైన్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే, సో the management who sits in US, in which currency they would like to see the management reports? USD. So that is the reason we follow group currency in CO module. And don't think that we get only don't think that the reports we get only in USD currency. We will also get reports in INR for Indian company codes. For China company code, we get in China currency. Okay, we will also get the currency in company code currency. We will get the reports in company code currency and also at group currency. Okay, and this is the chart of accounts, fiscal year variant, and cost center standard hierarchy is the standard hierarchy for cost centers. This is standard hierarchy for cost centers. Under this standard hierarchy only we are going to create all our cost centers. Okay, we will discuss in cost center accounting again. And next, activate components. Under this controlling area, what are the submodules you want to use? Do you want to use cost center accounting? Do you want to use internal order? Do you want to use projects? Like that we need to activate. For example, here cost centers, cost center accounting. If you want to use cost center accounting, we need to activate this. Okay, we need to activate this. Order management. If you want to use internal order or product costing, production order. Okay, product order means either it is internal order or production order or sales order, whatever it is. Okay, if you want to activate that, we need to use order management. We need to activate it. So we are not activating it now. We are going to activate in each module. Suppose when we go into internal order, we will activate it. Okay, when we go into COPA, we will activate this COPA. Okay, so profit center, when we go into profit center accounting, when we discuss sales order accounting, okay, we will activate this. So for each module we are going to activate it. For now we activated cost center accounting. Okay, and we activated variance. We will discuss this variance later. Okay, so we activated only cost center accounting. And assignment of company codes, we assigned one company code. Like this you can assign all company codes, but the conditions are, what are the conditions? If you want to assign one more company code to this controlling area, first condition is chart of accounts. All company codes should have the same chart of accounts. Second one is same fiscal year, but exception, there is an exception. Even different fiscal year, even if you have different fiscal year also we can assign, but the posting period should be same number of posting periods. If you have 12 posting periods in all company codes, you should have 12 posting periods, and start date and end date should be the same. Start date and end date should be the same. Okay, then only you can assign multiple company codes to one controlling area. ఇది బేసిక్ అయినా కూడా ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఈవెన్ ఎంట్రీ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ ఆల్సో. Okay, and next step we created number range. We defined number ranges. Okay, maintain number ranges for controlling documents. These are the three steps, basic steps for CO: controlling area, number ranges, maintain versions. Okay, so the controlling area is CO. What we did, we created number ranges. Let me see the groups. We are clicking on groups. So we have three groups. One is primary postings. So what is this number range? In FI we have document types. What does it mean, document types at end? Why did we have document types in FI? To identify what type of transaction it is. Is this vendor invoice? Is this vendor payment? Or is this customer invoice, customer payment? Or is this MM transaction, MMFI invoice? To identify the transaction, okay, we have document types. In CO module also we have the transaction types. These are called transaction type. Transaction type means document types in your FI. Same way like we have in FI we have document types. Here we have transaction types. transaction types. So for example, COIN is one transaction type. COIN is one transaction type which we use for postings in FI. For example, I am posting in FI. I am posting one document: salaries debit, salary payable credit, or salaries payable cash credit, salaries expenses debit, cash credit. Okay, I am posting this document. So this salaries expenses is an expenditure line item. It should come to CO. CO కు రావాలి అది. Okay, ఆ expenditure CO కు రావాలి. I need to analyze the cost. Okay, so if you want to flow that from FI to CO, we need to use this transaction type COIN. FI లో ఏమి యూజ్ చేస్తాం? SCI యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఇక్కడ COIN. Okay, so for all postings, whatever it is, whether it is a vendor invoice or customer, whatever it is, if you want to flow the values from FI to CO, we use COIN. Okay, FI నుంచి CO కు రావాలంటే it is COIN transaction type, and you don't need to remember any of these transaction types. You don't need to remember. Okay, and this is not every year activity. In FI number ranges we create every year. Number ranges we create every year. We create the number ranges. Okay, that is year dependent in FI. Even there also you can follow the same number range for all fiscal years, but normally we create one number range for each fiscal year. Okay, that is year end activity number range. But here CO, it is not year end activity, one time activity. At the time of first configuration we will give the number range for each transaction type. That's it. Okay, but the number range should have maximum digits. Okay, we should make sure that the number range is having maximum digits. Okay, so like this we need to create. So I don't need to create all different groups. Ikkadenti primary actual postings, planning, secondary actual postings, I created 3 groups, but normally I don't need to create 3 groups. Okay, this is up to you. If you want to create one group, you can create one group also. For example, let me see it for 1000, which is standard one. Let's see the groups, how they created. For planning, one group; transfer postings, statistical ratios, inputted cost, allocation cost, CO general. They created multiple groups. Okay, so it is not mandatory to create particular groups, 2 groups or 3 groups. It is up to you based on the type of transaction you need to create. Okay, for example, 0001 we have controlling area 0001. Here also we have planning, transfer posting, statistical ratios. Okay, so but we normally don't create many groups. For RECO I created 3 groups. This is not required. So let it be. So we created primary actual postings. For primary actual postings we assigned COIN. Okay, and for planning we need to assign the number transaction types. Here we are going to assign later. For example, I want to transfer the cost from one cost center to another cost center. So in that case we will have one different transaction type here. What is that? Let me show you. It starts with R. See, manual cost allocation, one transaction type, and we have concepts called assessment and distribution. Okay, we have assessment and distribution. We'll have different. See, assessment. This is COPA assessment. It starts with R. See, repost cost. If you want to transfer the cost from one cost center to another cost center, we need to use this transaction type RKU1. Repost cost from one cost center to another cost center. Okay. Same way, we'll have assessment. We have concept called assessment, actual overhead assessment, RKIU. RKIV is for distribution. We will discuss all this in cost center accounting. We will get all this in cost center accounting. So we assigned a number range. We assigned a number range for this. Okay, and we assigned a CYN to this group. But we did not assign all this. Whenever we get error, we are going to assign the transaction type to respective group. We are going to assign the transaction type to respective group. Okay. Any doubts up to here? So it is just number range. Number range is for each transaction type. Okay. So here we have already created number range. Okay. Last class lo మనం already create చేసాం. Just అది refer చేయండి. How to create the number, or you can just see the material. Okay. So we'll stop it here. We'll discuss in next class. Next topic is versions. That is also important. Okay. And then tomorrow we'll start cost element accounting. చూస్తాను. ఇప్పుడు కొత్త బ్యాచ్